Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, and our spiritual council. We're so honored, grateful, and thankful to be here with all of you to share today's collective energetic read. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to our day ones. Welcome to our new subscribers. Welcome to everyone in between. Because guess what, my lovies? We made it. We're at our first official, we did a little raffle before, but we're at our first official raffle, my lovies. Yay! Go us. It's our birthday. We gonna party like it's our birthday. Go us. It's our birthday. We gonna party like it's our birthday. There we are. We're at over 1,000 subscribers now officially. Go ahead, council members or future council members, once we have our subscription-based services. This is what we'll do, my lovey. So we're going to raffle, and what I am thinking is we're going to I'm still trying to figure it out. I may do a short. This is what we'll do. We'll do a short. Whichever subscriber can answer, how do we do this? Tech, TEC, the letters TEC. For some of you, insurance. I'm getting tech insurance, for some of you, you could have worked for a Shurion or Shurions in the field, or getting insurance on something, on a device, especially when it has to do with technology. You need insurance on a device for some. This is what we'll do. We'll create a short. And so this will be for our raffle. You get to win a consultation with your sister friend and your spirit friends. And then I also like to mail out like a special gift. So for any subscriber that, wins and would like to provide that information, I'll mail you something. Usually I mail like a crystal or, the people that I have on Instagram, most of those people I've actually had face-to-face reading with, or some type of actual personal reading with. So YouTube has opened me up to a lot more people that I haven't met personally, but spiritually I've met you, my lovies. How do we do this? So we're going to create a short, and then in that short, you'll have to answer a question or to respond. This is what we'll do. We'll do the response number. I'm getting the number 27. So either the second response or the 7th response or the 27th response will be the winners of the raffle. And the question is, what's the question? Just say greetings. Just say greetings. Just say hi. That's all. Just say greetings. The 2nd, the 7th, or the 27th, whichever would in that order, will win the raffle. And then we'll go from there. I think that's what's fair. That's what spirits are giving us, so that's where we're going to go. All right, so to recap. So the raffle for a free consultation with your sister friend, a one-on-one. It's usually through video conference. The raffle will be for any subscriber that writes greetings or says hi or says greetings. I think greetings. I like greetings. Who says greetings in the comments will be entered to win. And it'll be the 2nd comment, the 7th comment, or the 27th comment. That's how we'll do it. That's how we'll do it, my lovies. I like that. Anyways, my lovies, I'm so thankful to be here with all of you. At 10,000 subscribers, we'll go ahead and we'll raffle off 10 readings. For now, we'll do, I think 3 is fair, because your sister friend got a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of things to do, my lovies. But 3 is fair for now, so we'll do 3. And then we'll go from there. We may throw in an extra one. We'll see how it flows. But because Spirit's also giving us the number 9. But we'll see. So we'll go with the flow. What is up? What is up? What is up, my lovies? We are so thankful to be here with all of you to share today's collective energetic read. Keeping in mind we are reading collective energies. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is not a personal reading. I am picking up on collective energies. You are the one that knows your situation best. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and no stress because you are blessed, my lovies. We're going to go ahead and get started right away by honoring and thanking our spiritual council. I want to honor and thank my grandmama, Abuelita Gladys Nunez Maldonado. I also want to honor and thank my grandpapa, Abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez. I invite you to do the same. I invite you to honor, as I do, honor your trusted ancestors, those that protect and love and guide you. I invite you to honor whatever religious force, whatever spiritual force, whatever makes you feel good, grounded, and connected as you all, yes, something about Ali, as you are to this experience. You can also, something about Aladdin, you can also take a moment of silence to be in silence with yourselves, and that's also more than enough. Let's get started, my lovies. Something about Islam. For some, Islam could be significant for you, my lovies. This is kind of already on because we were saging a little bit before starting, my lovies, just to get our mind cleared for you. My lovies, there's a saying in Spanish. I guess you can translate it well to English too. Oh, one of those funky box looking cars went by. For some of you can have a fancy car, like a funky, like those futuristic looking cars. I don't know what they're called. I'm not good at the newer models of vehicles. But for some of you, a Frontier is coming in. But have no fear, my lovies. But cada cabeza es un mundo. Every head has all types of, like, I don't know, like instruments and organisms and entities that it channels, and energies and thought processes. And for me, as a channeler, as someone that picks up on these energies, it's curious. For example, I was near someone earlier today, and I'm like, why does this person have so much hatred in their soul? And it got me to thinking, I don't know, for some, like, I've been around certain people. This is what came in, and it's coming in for a reason. Hit 'em up girls, hit 'em up guys, gang stalkers and prostitutes were very present in the preliminary. And I'm like, this person's kind of crazy, like scary crazy. Like, spirit made me say, like, esta maldita loca. Like in Spanish, when you say that, like, this is like a damned crazy, like someone that's damned and crazy, like maldita, like damned and crazy, loca. So I'm like, my gosh, like this person's soul is damned. And then I got to like sitting with that, and I'm like this person's projection is very is full of pain. Imagine, like, you know, it got me to thinking like of prostitute energy. And, you know, I've gotten to meet all types of people, certain people that have been in that type of work. It's like they live a certain way, they believe a certain way. So for example, if you see someone like me who's never been a prostitute, and you're a prostitute, or someone around you, I don't want to project that onto you, but let's say someone around you, and they behave a certain way, everything is coming in for a reason. They believe that, for example, if you're in a space, like say they go to the gym because that's where they pick up a lot of a phone call is coming in, so it's confirmation. Say they go to the gym because that's where they pick up a lot of their clients, but it's kind of incognito. But they see other females in the gym, or males, take it how it resonates, who, you know, are seemingly to them attractive, but they feel like they're in competition because it's like, oh, this person's now taking attention. Like, it's like, I'm like, wow, like certain people, it's like certain experiences. It got me to think, that's how spirit gave it to us. It's like, for some of you, you could be dealing with someone and it's like they're damned and crazy. They're damned because of their own condition. It's like, again, it's like if if someone's a junkie and they see other junkies, and, you know, it's like they have to fight for opportunities, or like, that's why they say like the projects are very dangerous. Maybe this has to do, that project energy has been very present for some. Maybe this is someone who lives in a project. I've met a lot of gangsters like this too, where they believe that that is their reality. They have no other like option for them. They have no other like friend groups. They believe like they are damned to this life, to that life which they chose. And they see like no other way out. So even it's like, for example, like Spirit was giving us like, if a person that's really like married to the Jezebel spirit, or an incubus or a succubus spirit, and they feed, it's almost like and there's a reason for everything, right? It's just calling the energies how they are present. But it's like, if they're constantly bottom feeding, like feeding on negative energies. So say, for example, like this person were to retire. Well, they're done being a prostitute now. So what do they do now? Well, how about if I find a cash cow? How about if I find, so it's like, for example, like someone that would stalk a rich man and end up, marrying this rich man. Everything is coming in for a reason. What was given this morning, it was tough, because I'm like, there's a fine line. These energies, it's almost like, it's like things that we wish to ignore, but sometimes people use these energies out of their own pain. Like, it's like, who approaches these energies to say, I've met a lot of people, for example, that are willing to give money to things if they feel like they think they can get something out of it. We saw that in yesterday's reading for some of you. For example, like you're staying somewhere where you need support. It's like, for some of you, someone's going to stay at an Airbnb somewhere, and someone's going to try to propose some perverted shit because you need support, or they see you in a time of like, because that energy, that's what Spirit's taking us to, because that energy was present in the preliminary for some people, wanting to take advantage of you when you're in some type of precarious situation. They wanted to, for some of you, the way it came in the preliminary is they wanted to take advantage of you because they saw you as the underdog in a situation. And I've seen it. I've seen people do some wicked things when they think they can get away with it, when they think that nobody else will care if you go missing, or if they think that, again, maybe they think that you're competing with them for opportunities when it comes to sex opportunities, or when it comes to, when people get into certain, like, again, energies, frequencies, and you feel it. Because for me, it's like, I feel the projection. Again, the way I channel you, the way I channel what comes in, the way I channel the energies around you, I don't turn that off. It's something to consider for some, because that's the energy that's present right now for everyone as a collective, and it can take different forms. This could be also, for example, in a work situation where it's like this resignation energy has been very present. Somebody wants to put in a resignation, or some will be resigning, but it's like wanting to, for example, take an opportunity away from Amy. Amy's coming in. Take an opportunity away from Amy, or Amy take an opportunity away from you, because that scarcity in the field, in the soul. It's not even, sometimes people don't even want the opportunity because the Five of Swords came in. They just wanted to win. They just want to win an opportunity. And for some, it has to do with sex, because Knight of Wands energy, or a passion, or an action that needs to be taken. Maybe for somebody wants to win something using sex, because Five of Swords with the Knight of Wands was present in the preliminary. Everything is coming in for a reason. It's all connected. We're all one. Anyways, my lovies, let us do it. Let's get to it. And for some of you, someone's really nauseous. Someone's really nauseous. For some, you could be dealing with someone like that, where it's like, you got to kind of check yourself, because they may be projecting their it's like really, really nasty energy. It's like angry, envy, mean, obsessed. Someone could be stalking you. They clock you for some. They watch you. We have seen that for some of you, put in trackers in your vehicle. I'm just a messenger. Or you doing this to someone, my lovies? I'm just a messenger. Anyways. A coven of hurt people. A coven of hurt people that hurt others. A group of people that hurt others. That work together to hurt others. I'm just the messenger because they're hurt and they want to create more pain in this world, which just adds more pain to themselves. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez. To mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez. Something about Salazar. To mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez. To Mama Merce. To Mama Merce. To Mama Merce. To Shango. To Shango. To Shango. Something about Gonzalez. To Yemaya. To Yemaya. To Yemaya. To Papa Legba. To Papa Legba. To Papa Legba. To Ilegua. To Ilegua. To Ilegua, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to Ogun. To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? In love, in truth, and courage, in love, in truth, and honor, in love, and truth, and wisdom, in love, and truth, and mercy, in love, and truth, and courage, in love, and truth, and honor, in love, and truth, and wisdom, in love, and truth, and mercy, in love, and truth, and courage, in love, and truth, and kindness, in love, and truth, and wisdom, in love, and truth, and justice. What is up? What is up? What is up? Hot stuff. How's it flowing? How's it going? What's poppin'? What's cracking? We're reading for my darlings. Reading for my darlings. Reading for my darlings. It is true. We're reading for you. It is true. It is true. You make me laugh, my lovies. You tickle me, my lovies. For some of you, you tickle me. Because you're tickled. You're tickled like a pickle. For some of you, you're pickled. You're pickled. You're pickled. For some of you, you're pickled. For some of you, okay, I'm getting like pickled vegetables. For some of you, you could be having some type of pickled vegetable or pickle. Some of you like pickled juice. 1722. You like pickled juice, my lovies. Bon, by good. 8 energy, 22 energy. Inner chi. But we have we're reading for you, my lovies. We're reading for whenever spirit needs us to read for. But technically, we are reading for Gregorian. February 13th, 2024. Mars Day, February 13th, 2024. So frustrations definitely in the soul when it comes to delays in work situations or in things that have to do with authority or authority. Okay. Things that have to do with authority. Authority for some. Authority. Dorothy for some. Lorelei for others, or Lorelie. But there are delays when it comes to a work situation for some with that 4 energy, 13 energy. In the tarot, 13 is death energy, so an ending. And for some of you, we have seen that death energy in the field, so you could be learning the death of somebody. But 13 energy. Did we do? Yeah, we did. In the weekly read, we did the number that this week is wrapped in 11 and 17, which is 10 energy. So you have new beginnings, but there are delays. Maybe new beginnings when it comes to a work project for some, or something in an organization, or a new beginning when it comes to a father for some. I have seen that. I mean, that energy is present for some, a reconciliation, especially between a dad and a daughter. But you know, dad, son, dad, daughter, take it how it resonates. But for some of you, you want to reconcile with your dad, or there's something that you want to talk about, but there's a delay when it comes to that situation. For some of you, there's delays when it comes to work situation because there's a lot of conflict in the energetic realms as the changes are happening, as a new begin. Something about Bengay. Someone needs a back rub for some. I'm smelling Bengay. Like someone can be really like, someone's back is really hurting them. Maybe this is a mother for some. I am seeing a mother, but take that how it resonates. So maybe as things are now shifting and adjusting and a new cycle is upon you, or new energies are upon you, or a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new project, a new For some of you, you need a new installation of something. Something's getting installed, but there are delays. There could be a few delays, maybe even into later this week for some. So that's going to cause a little bit of conflict because there's definitely fire in the soul for some, and a little bit of stomach issues. Taking care of the belly for some, making sure that you're drinking a lot of water to help you flush some of the fire, because there's a fire in the belly for sure for some. And maybe it has to do with frustrations. Maybe it has to do with projections. Maybe for some of you, making sure you're cleansing yourself, my lovies, especially as you're feeling like, if you're feeling conflictual energies around you, you know, remove yourself, or try to, if you can't remove yourself, do as much cleansing or breathing as much as possible, because there's a lot of fire here. And that means for some of you, there could be a great firing. For some of you, there could be great, like an actual firing of somebody, or firing of a few people, to be quite frank, my lovies, of a buddy for some. And you just want to prepare, and you want to kind of like try to like be in flow as much as possible so you can grow, my lovies. It's all, we did see that, so that's present for some. Releasing things so that you could go into a new cycle, because everything is being deconstructed so that better things can come together. But with that comes, you know, a little bit of friction. It always happens when new beginnings come in. Friction, you know, it's kind of like when a baby is birthed. For some of you, it could have to do with the birth of a child, or waiting on the birth of a baby, or someone going into some type of someone's going into pregnancy, and for others, someone's going into partum. But there are delays in this situation. Maybe another, I'm getting the number 3, so take that how it resonates, because I'm getting 3 days, but then also 3 weeks. So there's kind of like a deviance for some. Boom. Anyways, other things are coming in. But let's get started, my lovies. Let's do it. So 4 energy is great for establishing things. For some of you, establishing projects, maybe when it comes to work situations or business deals, or focusing on a new, for me, it's curious. I was reading this. Here, we're going to start with these. With the cards, with the note cards. I was watching this video, and as somebody that's worked in management, my master's is in industrial psychology, so it's all about basically human resources processes and how groups of people work together, and the systems that we put in place to support or facilitate people working together. And it's curious to me because I watched this video, and I've seen a lot of power trippers in work situations. It comes with the territory. But it's curious, the response that a few people were given. There was a woman that didn't want to give somebody their check because they didn't return their used uniform. And for me, it was curious because I'm like, I wish more people would take like management courses, like supervisory courses, like really develop themselves. I've taken a lot of courses in a lot of different things. And I'm still going to take a lot of courses. For me, I'm a student of life. Maybe for some, spirit, while there are delays, spirit's asking you to prepare. I was having this beautiful conversation with a female that I've done a few readings for, really, really beautiful. And she came to see me at Saturday's event. And for somebody's worried about paying their rent, my lovies. This energy's been present. There are even resources for that, like spending time, I don't know, like allocating your resources energetically wisely. But this beautiful female and we were talking, and she was, she has some long-term goals. And I'm like, you are definitely, not only are you on target with spirit, but spirit is saying you are just, and you are moving towards the goals that you need to move towards. She's getting, she's finishing out her degree. She's, she has other things in play to help her facilitate her long-term goals. Maybe for some of you, while these delays are happening, spirit is asking you, you can spend time being frustrated and projecting that, or, someone around you, take it how it resonates. Or spirit's we're projecting that onto somewhere else, or maybe if it's not you, because the way I'm also getting it for some, it's like you're spending too much time trying to almost like fix a situation that's dead anyway. Like you're giving so much anger, frustration, disappointment energy, because that was also present in the preliminary for some. You're giving so much frustration to a situation you cannot change. And Spirit is asking you to maybe just let go, like, and redirect your energy. And if that thing flows with you, if it grows with you, it will. And if it doesn't, it will not. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. The fire truck is just going by to put out a fire, 38. Because if not, then the fire, that pyrotechnic energy, something's going to happen on the 4th of July for some. The pyrotechnic energy was very present in Aries reading. So you check out Aries reading for some, or you could be dealing with an Aries, but we're talking about Emperor energy here. And we're talking about Mars days delays. For some of you, it's like, in order for you to be more in your like dominant energy, to like assert yourself, because it's important to be an emperor and an empress and assert yourself to help that energy ground itself. The empress energy needs a good emperor to ground itself. And you got a new person here for some. You got a new person here. This person's a little bit in their fears. Maybe this is a new person to you. I don't know. Anyways, this was in the preliminary as well, fathering someone else's child. For some of you, a new person you will be meeting is fathering someone else's child, or you want to father someone else's child. Take what resonates, leave what does not. We got fathering someone else's child. For some of you, that was present in the preliminary as well. Either you or two people used to deal together, or two parties. Take it how it resonates. Something about Bacardi. Someone's drinking a lot. And maybe that's also the burning sensation I feel, because I feel like someone's like stomach lining is really burned. It's like that burn that you get after alcohol. But someone is putting up with a lot of BS from somebody. Like, they had, for example, if this is a relationship, everything is coming in for a reason. If this is a relationship, if somebody's in some type of relationship, they are putting up with the intolerable. They would have never put up with their ex. They'd never put up with this bullshit. They would have never. But they're doing it out of pride, because they set somebody aside that they feel embarrassed about. They feel embarrassed about their choices, but their pride is too wrong. It's too strong and too wrong, the spirits are saying. So it's like they put up with the intolerable. They could even, this is the type of person that they'll come to them and they'll say, I put black magic on this, and that. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, but they would have never put up with that from somebody else. But they're putting up with that bullshit from the spirit that is channeling that they chose wrong. It's like, I like, it's like this person was never into devil work. Now all of a sudden they're expecting, now they're expecting, oh, someone's pregnant. They're accepting toxicity. It's almost like accepting, like, wait, so you were running around in a fucking graveyard and you did what? For what? Or like, it's just like someone's, again, I'm just using these examples, but they're coming in for a reason. Oh, I just got a text. Yeah, lots of fun. Yeah, lots of fun. It's like, that's confirmation though. So for some of you, it's like maybe someone's putting up with even like spiritual practices that they're like, I was never about this. And in fact, I made fun of somebody else because I thought they were about this. And so that's why I dissed them. Now you actually end up with that. Isn't that funny, my lovies? I don't know. And she ain't got no money either. Something about Moni, something about Monica. Maybe someone thought somebody had money and they don't even have money, but they didn't put up with somebody else that they thought that didn't have money, but now they're putting up with somebody that doesn't have money. It's funny. It's just funny. Some funny shit's coming in. Hypersexuality. Everything is about sex in this situation. I told you succubus, incubus energy was present for some. Oh, this one wants to peek from back here. And they put up with someone who's trying to find dirt on somebody else to make them look bad. Trying to find dirt to make someone else look bad in their place. Trying to find dirt to make someone else look bad in their place. Boom. Boom, my lovies. Let's straighten this one out. Hypersexuality. The mind games depleted the energy of the connection. The mind games depleted the energy of the connection. For some of you, you had a connection with somebody, but their mind games depleted the energy of the connection. And now for some of you, now somebody's dealing with somebody, or take that how it resonates. Because I'm also getting a work situation. I don't know. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Wherever the shoe fits, wear it. And if it doesn't fit, take it off. Ooh, the manor. We got a manor for some. We got a big house for some. I am getting the Playboy Mansion. For some of you, someone could have visited the Playboy Mansion. We got a butterfly, so we definitely have transformation energy in the field. For some of you, somebody has a butterfly tattoo. I am seeing a blue butterfly. That could be significant for some. What are those blue butterflies called? I forgot, my lovies. But anyway, someone's appalled. Butterfly energy. Someone has a butterfly tattoo. I'm seeing a few different versions of butterfly tattoos. But for others, transformation energy. We did say death energy, Scorpio energies. Oftentimes in certain tarots, they'll use the butterfly on the death energy. So a transformation. But I'm also seeing the Tower. You could be ending something drastically. Again, it's an emergency, second time. For some, there's definitely an emergency or something that's ending. Now the ambulances are out. There's going to be a shocking situation for some. Again, we did see that for some. There is a hospitalization of something or someone. I am getting Oscar. I'm getting Mandy. I'm getting more, something about Moorish, HPV. This energy was also present in the something about pneumonia, something about los pulmones, but it's coming in Spanish for some reason. The lungs for some, something about a pulmonary disease for some, HPV for others, the human papilloma virus, as we're talking about butterflies, and the word butterfly comes from papillon. Well, that's what it is in French. Papillon, butterfly. A change when it comes to someone's lungs, but also for some, being cautious with parties because you attend or someone's going to attend a party and you're going to hear about it. For some of you, this could be someone actually around you. Being cautious with who you sleep with, because there was a party where too much debauchery happened and someone's going to catch HPV, which takes a couple of years to clear from your body for some. The human papilloma virus, which is a sexually transmitted entity or energy or demon or disease. An infection. They call it a sexually transmitted infection, but you know, take it how it resonates. For some of you, there is nothing to worry about. For some of you, the mother of your children, programming, the mother of your children and the programming. For some of you, Spirit's giving us, I meet a lot of people, we did see in the singles read, that there are quite a bit of deadbeat fathers, you know, fathers, mothers. I mean, you know, statistically, there are a lot more single parent homes that are manned by women, even to this day, which makes sense, right? Because women give birth. But if men don't cooperate, it makes it very difficult, especially because they've created a patriarchal society that forces people to be in a patriarchal society. But then we have kind of no respect for the feminine role in the society. So there needs to be a balance. For some, trusting your significant other or your ex-significant other when it comes to her mothering skills, because that's how I'm getting it. Like, there's nothing to worry about when it comes to maybe someone's trying to make a big deal about something about she steals. I don't know. I don't think there's anything to worry about an ex-widow. Take that how it resonates. Someone paints her as a black widow, though. Oil and water, you don't mix. Oil and water, you don't mix. For some of you, you may not get along with your baby's mother. Take it how it resonates, or this could be you, my lovies, as a female. Your baby's father has issues with you, but it is coming in as somebody watching this who's baby's mother. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But, you know, I think the way I'm feeling it, I would tell you if it's like, you know, a lunatic. I don't think so. I think she's in the right. You know, I've had a lot of actually in face-to-face, I get a lot of men like this that are very arrogant and quite sleazy, to be quite frank, but we love them. They're our brothers, and but they wish to paint themselves as victims to think they're not victims too. They treat their baby's mothers like shit. Not everybody. We, like, again, I'm reading collective energies, but for some, I am feeling someone that is like they're trying to be a victim in a situation that they're not a victim. They deserve a standing ovation for their acting skills. I'm just a messenger here. Great manifestation for some. But I'm getting like it was a great manifestation. The fact that you manifested a true Empress energy that unfortunately doesn't have a protector because she has a neglector. I'm just the messenger. I wish I could say different. We got a groupie or a group think. Earlier, that energy was coming in of groupie energy. I wanted to say it, but it was almost like I questioned it. For someone is a groupie or a group think, especially when I was talking about like getting into like a group of like people that think alike in terms of like, for example, like drug dealers or prostitutes or even deadbeat baby daddies, maybe for some or date rapes. Okay, for date rapes for some, but groupthink, people that get together in a group and groupthink is dangerous. Because in groupthink, unfortunately, when people get together and they start to think the same way, it makes it very difficult for them to see a different perspective. And they actually start to believe, there's a theme here, they start to believe that whatever their group is thinking, that is the only reality that exists. And they act upon it. They act upon it. They create structures upon it. They discriminate others upon it. Meaning, like, if you don't belong to our group, we don't F with you. And not only just that, it's more, not only do we not F with you, but we want to F with you so you can think like us. Or it's like, for example, if you have a group of pimps, they want to treat every woman they see as a prostitute. Most women on this planet are not prostitutes. There's a difference between, it's just, I'm feeling like someone's like, I don't know, someone's super argumentative. There's an argumentative man in the field. Anyways, someone that could be fathering somebody else's child. This is a person that would easily diss their baby mother, but go and father somebody else's fucking 3, 4, 5, 7 kids. And not question it. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, how'd you get there? What kind of hex work was that? Something about Sarah, something about Sandra. Something about Cassandra. It's like you dissed your baby's mother, but you go and you father somebody else's child. So your child barely sees you. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. We got a satellite. So we have a satellite. We have a satellite location. For some of you, this vision of cleaning up satellites on an old property has been very present. For some of you, Florida could be significant. Someone needs to clean off like either a family property from satellites. Like I'm getting like when back in the day when you had like a bunch of satellites over the house, someone needs to get rid of those, my lovies. Buying people, somebody's buying people. Again, for some, I am getting all types of, I did say I'm feeling prostitution energy for a reason. Buying people, if not that extreme for some, trying to like coerce somebody by buying them or buying their opinion. They will be held accountable because we always are. They think they're not, but they are. They will be held accountable for some. For some, someone could be trying to like buy or bargain or kind of like something about a short scheme. A short scheme. Oh my gosh, your granddad's house. For some, you can help your granddad. Maybe for some of you, you know what Spirit's giving us? I've met a lot of people that bought property many, like decades ago, and they moved into areas that were kind of like satellite areas, like kind of deserted areas, like out, like these areas served, you know, as satellites for major hubs. And then all of a sudden, these satellites actually became major hubs as well. But these people bought homes and properties that were super dirt cheap. And then you have people that come in and try to like persuade them into buying something. And maybe it's a group. Maybe for some of you, you have to help like an elderly negotiate something. Or someone that could easily be taken advantage of in a situation. Like you need to help somebody negotiate something. So that, because I am getting like Spirit's giving us like those people that I know that it's like they bought the house for fucking $30,000. Like, how you gonna try and sell them on a like roof for freaking almost 7 times that? Don't you think that's a little stupid? Like, and they'll try to justify why they're doing it, the groupthink energy. Like maybe it has to do, maybe it's not a house, but maybe it's something like that. Like negotiating, someone's hating. Negotiating the price of something for someone that a group is trying to take advantage of, and they're all bought into a situation. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We got a premature. For some of you, a preemie, or something being done prematurely, and they're going to be held accountable. Something about a constable. Something about a councilman, a council member. But like a councilman in terms of like your city government or your state government. A council member. I am getting someone's a political science major. I am getting like political science courses for some, or you could be taking political science courses for some. Oh, these want to come too. 400711. Housekeeping. You got housekeeping involved in a situation, or a cleaner. Someone's going to have a genuine repentance, or someone has had a genuine repentance. A cleaner or a housekeeper is going to have some type of genuine repentance, or they've had some type of genuine repentance after working some devilish shit. 2 birds. I'm looking at 2 birds. 2 crows. You're free to go. There's a housekeeper who is free to go. Someone can work in, for some of you, something about lingerie. Someone did something with someone's lingerie. Spirit was giving us something about altars this morning. For some of you, someone could have a weird altar. Someone stole someone's lingerie, or someone stole something about Tangeray. Something about Tiger Balm. Someone uses Tiger Balm. Someone stole someone's lingerie to create some type of dirty altar. Something about Barbara Walters. Someone likes to watch Barbara Walters. Someone has a weird altar set up somewhere. Someone took a little bit of someone's hair. My lovies. A new person to you. A new person to you, someone you will be meeting, a meet and greet. I am getting for some of you a meet and greet. You could be doing some type of meet and greet situation. For some of you, you could be like an important, like a keynote. I'm getting like a keynote speaker for some, or for some of you, you're presenting something that's important, and there's going to be a new person to you that's going to be remarkable, and you're going to be able to sign some type of contract with, or there's going to be some type of an arrangement. Excuse me, and it's going to make you very emotional, or help you clear some emotions as part of your destiny or legacy, or your 10 of Cups. Genes, it's part of your genes. A new person to you that could be a geneticist for some, or someone that likes to talk about genes. I'm getting like gene splicing. I'm getting like CRISPR and genetic mapping and coding, but also genetic mirroring and copying. I'm getting mRNA and RNA. I'm getting the mitochondria. Someone could be very into like DNA harvesting. I am getting for some. Jesus. DNA harvesting for some is in your field. Boom. A new person to you that's going to be important to something. We got a person born with a penis who cut it off. Oh, boom. We got a person born with a penis who cut it off. A new person to you, genes, and a person born with a penis who cut it off. So, okay. This is a new love to you. For some of you, this is a, because I was going to say, it didn't feel, for some of you, this isn't a professional thing. For some of you, the way it came in, the way it came in, something about the Cayman Islands, the way someone's Cayman or Cayman Islands. I'm getting a caiman, like in Spanish, a caiman is an alligator. And yesterday, in one of the readings, the alligator stood out, but I wasn't ready. For some of you, the Florida Gators, for some of you, you're going to be meeting someone who cut their penis off in Florida, or a Floridian is involved in a situation. This is new love to you, but for some of you, because the way that it came in when I saw it, I'm like, well, you may want to ask questions. I would want to know, like, I want to make an informed decision. From there, whatever is fair is fair. But for some of you, you may want to ask, I don't know. This person may tell you, because if it's new love, it feels like they're going to come in genuine, you would think. this person does see a shrink. For some of you, you've been watching a lot of, over the last few subscribers, a lot of, again, I pay attention to the algorithm and how the feed is shifting, because I don't really go searching for, I don't really, outside of whatever they recommend, I don't really go searching for videos. Unless it's like a topic like I know I have to go search for. I mostly watch like, there's certain tarot readers in English that I like to watch. I like to watch tarot readers in French, because that's how that's who I studied under, were French women. And a couple of French men, but mostly French women. And it's funny because everything is coming in for a reason. This person's going to ask you for money. But it's funny because one of the tarot readers I used to watch quite a bit. I haven't watched this person in a while, but I used to watch a tarot reader quite a bit. And this person is a person born with a penis who cut their penis off. This person's a man who was born with a penis, and they cut their penis off and turned it into a vagina or something. For some, I am also getting someone that like accidentally cut their penis off, like not because they wanted to turn themselves into anything else or make themselves look like a female, but more because they may have had some type of an accident to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies. That's interesting. But for some of you, like, it's like someone's been watching that a lot, because when the last few waves, I've gotten like a few things of like transgendered people, or there was one earlier today. A transgendered man who's suffering. I've done so again, because of my studies, I had to study all types of thought processes. And I feel so like it's kind of disheartening and heartbreaking almost, how much researchers that want to support this fake the results and downplay how much these people, after they fucking cut their penis off, which gives them vitality and life, how much they struggle with life after. Like, through research, I found that these people, like, the suicide rates become fucking incredible after these operations. Not only that, it's like a lot of them say, like, I wish I would have gotten more of a psychological evaluation, and that the people that I worked with, the psychiatrists, psychologists that I worked with, weren't so willy-nilly to just sign me off to have my fucking vital organ cut off. There's something there. Maybe you're going to meet someone that's going to talk to you about this, or maybe this is you, my lovies. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But just the upkeeping alone of that, especially for men, like, they have to continuously, it's like inserting some type of like catheter, because they have to continuously like reframe the whole thing, because it's not a natural, vagina. So it ends up like trying to form back into a penis because of all of the genetic memory. And so all of the spiritual memory, all of the energy, like, and so the body's constantly like, they have to continuously put like something in there to kind of hold it in place. So, and they have to do this quite often. Maybe someone's going to talk to you about this. Maybe you're going to love this person. Maybe if it's not new love and like a romantic thing, but maybe for some it is. But it's like you're going to love this person because of their authenticity. Maybe it's not a sex-based thing here for some. Maybe this is going to be a good friend for some. I don't know. It's going to be something lovely, though. It's going to be someone that's very genuine, because it feels like very like something's going to be obsolete. They feel obsolete, or something's obsolete, or you're going to talk about something that's obsolete with this person. They're complete. A new person to you who's complete. Because what I feel is like someone that went through their life lessons, and they're very accepting. They're very like genuine. Like, this is who I am. This is what I did. This is why I did it. They're going to be just very frank. Like, this is like, I'm getting like enjoyable conversations with somebody. Like they're not a weirdo. They're not a liar. They're not trying to be like overly reserved. Like, they're just very like, they're very spiritual. They're very authentic. Who is this, my lovies? I like this person. I really do. This is really sweet. Jeans and contacts. For some, somebody can have contact lenses, I am getting, but for some, contacts when it comes to geneticists, for some of you, you could be making new contacts, especially if your line of field is science. 6 figures. For some of you, somebody makes 6 figures. What did I say about, I felt like somebody goes to see a psychiatrist or a psychologist, the DSM-5. And you know what's curious? I have the DSM-7 and I have the DSM-5, and I have, because the newer DSMs have changed the diagnosis. Then, especially when it comes, oh my gosh, this is intense, my lovies. For some, this is very important. The newer DSMs have changed the diagnosis, meaning, doesn't that tell you something about modern psychiatry and psychology? I think it says a lot. They change things on the spot to support an agenda. So, for example, in the older DSMs, gender dysmorphia was considered some type of psychological disease, being out of ease. And it was something that was supposed to be, you're supposed to help the person like work through. Since then, they've taken it out. So it's like almost normalized cutting your penis off or sewing on a fake penis and calling it sewing on a dildo and calling it a penis. The DSM-5 had a different way of diagnosing this type of condition, to where, there was instruction on how to treat that. 6 figures, though. For somebody could actually, I don't know, sue, maybe. Or maybe there's a lawsuit here. But this person's on 6 figures. We got a granddad for some. For some, there's going to be something completed for a granddad. For some of you, there's genetic testing. For some of you, someone's getting genetic testing. 5114, 5115, 5115, mirror energy. 5114. That's technically 5114 is 6'5", 11 energy. Someone could be had a really tall granddad, because I am getting that. But for others, a 6'6". And I'm getting 6 Sigma for some. That 6 Sigma energy has been present for some. We have granddad here, complete, a new person. For some of you, again, I feel like you can help a granddad with something. If it's genetic testing, or it's getting like the best deal when it comes to something that has to do with genes or health or something, you can really help this person. Someone in their 90s. For some of you, your granddad could be in the 90s. For some of you, you're a 90s baby. I'm getting 1990, 1991, 1993, 1997. We got a father, 6 figures. For some of you, a person born with a penis who cut it off can be a dad, and a 6-figure payout. For some of you, I am feeling a lawsuit for some in the situation. Take what resonates. Maybe somebody's going to lose their sexual organ because of an accident or something. Anyways, we got while traveling for work. Maybe it has to do with traveling for work. Some of you, you're traveling for work for a health conference for some, or some type of support when it comes to a medical condition or a psychological condition. What did we say? It was yesterday's reading. Their spouse, for some of you, for some of you, their spouse was in on it. For some of you, someone got married. This energy's been very present, having a frank condition. Having frank conversations with spouses is very important, I think. But about the houses too. About the mouses too. But someone has some type of power that they don't talk about. But because I'm getting ladybug, and I'm getting the power of the mouse to become small and crawl into small spaces. Everything is coming in for a reason. For some, there's someone that didn't tell their spouse very key information. For others, and so they got married. Like, that's how it came in the preliminary a couple of days ago. Their spouse had no idea. Their grandfather, the spouse had no idea. Airing dirty laundry. Airing Darren. Daphne. Someone in their 90s has to air dirty laundry, or something that happened in the 90s. Good night. It's like you have children with someone you barely fucking know. Someone that was acquitted for something. I don't know. There's a father who's going to be acquitted when it comes to a situation. Engagement here. Traveling for work. Someone is going to be For some of you, if you have to travel for work, someone else can go in your favor, in your favor. Someone's recovering from a toxic relationship because their spouse had no idea. For some of you, the spouse is not as crazy as someone wants to make them seem. For some of you, that is the theme. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're flowing through the different energies. For some of you, the spouse is not as crazy as somebody wants to make their spouse seem. Something about Timothy. Something about Trumbull. Something about Crumble's cookies. Something about there's this funky malt Trebone or something like that. There's this funky malt chocolate. I've never had the malt chocolate balls, I think they are, and it's like Trebone or something like that. You'll know if it's for you. Their spouse had no idea, and someone's recovering from a toxic relationship. From a toxic situationship. For some of you, someone's spouse had no idea what they were into. This is what's coming in. I'm just a messenger. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Sleeping. Someone's sleeping, airing out dirty laundry. For some of you, you could have to wash your laundry, like your linens. I am getting that. For some of you, somebody needs to wash linens for some reason. For somebody needs to wash linens. This person is not mature enough for a relationship and should develop themselves. Someone that's going to be acquitted, someone that got acquitted, a father. They are not, this person is not mature enough for a relationship and should develop themselves. I did mention in the singles reading, I was kind of shocked at how many people thought they were single. Or how many people are just not ready for a relationship. And that's okay, my lovies. It really is. I think that in this society, we're obsessed with covering things. And we feel like if we hide in a relationship, again, for someone's so prideful to admit they chose wrong and they're holding on strong to a hellhole. That tells you right there, you're not ready, you're not fair. You wait, it's just, anyways. This person is not mature enough for a relationship and should develop themselves. For some of you, Spirit is saying someone sleeps in way too much. Someone sleeps in a lot. But this person is engaged. Again, I did feel like an engagement is going to be called off for some. I just don't think this is a good idea. Anyways, someone has a license to carry. Oh, Bombay Koot. Someone has a license to carry, but they're not mature enough to be in a relationship, and they should actually be focused on self-development. We got a game show, a new person to you, a game show for some. We got legislature, genes. For some of you, someone new to you can help you out when it comes to, again, for some, I feel like someone is involved in like high level, like genetic testing, coding, mapping, and it's all a game show in some way, but someone enjoys what they do. For some of you, someone could be like used as some type of an experiment. Someone feels like they were used as an experiment and by researchers or scientists when they allowed them to do something, to cut their penis off. Riding coattails, because it's all about riding coattails. A person born with a penis who cut it off, riding coattails. This person did this just to be in on something. Okay, boom. New love has excellent detective skills. For some of you, new love has excellent detective skills. A researcher, I told you there's researchers involved in a situation. A researcher, the research is now complete. They're done. We got a water sign, contacts, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We got 6 figures. They never, oh my gosh, riding coattails, and they never expected for you to catch them. For some of you, you do have somebody that cut their penis off that never expected you to catch them. They were just trying to ride somebody's coattails, but somebody has excellent detective skills, or there's a new love, a water sign, or someone was able to detect something. Maybe for some of you, you picked up on the fact that somebody's not okay psychologically. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're working through different energies. They love the way you work, excellent detective skills. They never expected you to catch them, and they love the way you work. They love what you do. Maternity leave, granddad. For some of you, maternity leave and granddad. For some of you, you could be taking time off to take care of an elderly. For some of you, I am getting it like that, like maternity leave in terms of like nurturing a grandfather or just being there to support an elderly person, because I think someone needs it, my lovies. It's been coming in the readings for some. They marry. What did we say? What did Spirit give us? I told you. I told you, my lovies. I told you, my lovies. You love me so much. You just amaze me. They amaze me, my lovies. Because again, it's not necessarily about the vessel. It's if the vessel gets out of the way, it's like sometimes I'm just something about Mike and Ike's, something about Klondike bars. Somebody likes Klondike bars, but if the vessel gets out of the way, the downloads that, like, the power that this really is, my lovies, it's just incredible to me. Anyways, they married them without telling them the truth about the things that weren't clear. I told you. This energy, this is what Spirit was giving us earlier. They married them without telling them the truth about the things that were not clear. In the 90s, maternity leave, a father who will be working late because they would rather be away from a lie. When people are like, I spend more time at work, or it's telling you something. It's telling you something. It's like you don't like to be at home at all with the person that you married. I don't know. Anyways, for somebody's hiding at work because they hate what they have at home. For some of you, traveling for work, and someone will be changing daycares. For some of you, you need to change daycares to support your working late for some. For some of you, if you're a single parent, you need to change your schedule, my lovies. My mamas. There is a woman that is so sweet in the field, my lovies. Or a few women. It is coming in as a woman, kudos to the men too, but it is coming in as a woman, or females. Like really sweet. Like humble, something about humble, like something about Bumble. Somebody goes on Bumble though. Like very sweet though, very sweet. Like just like, I just want to do like someone wants to have a social life, but they're like, they want to be like a housewife. They don't have a partner, but they're there for their child or their children. And it's like, I'm a single mama, but I don't want no drama. Like, someone's just really sweet, like so sweet, so sweet. They are all on your team. They're all on your team, my lovies. Their spouse had no idea, and they're all on your team. For some of you, if there's an issue between new love, exes, maybe a bunch of exes now, you're all on each other's team. That's really sweet, I think, because you all have children by the same person for some. Here we go with this Percy and Priscilla. Okay, I'm seeing a Louis Vuitton purse. Somebody has a Louis Vuitton purse, a big Louis Vuitton purse. It's like the baby mama's team. This is coming in. For some of you, you have like a baby mama's team. You all have like a same, like, I want to be gentle about it because you're all together on something about Lissy. Something about Lisbeth, Lisa, something like that. Anyways, you're all on each other's team, but it's like, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But it's like, it did come from like pain, but you've turned that pain into love some way. I think is really sweet because you understand that, or you're about to understand for some that, you had no enemy with the person that the person was with. They did you just as dirty as they did them, to be quite frank. And not to say that that's a good thing, because it's not. Because it would have been wonderful if they would have moved on to somebody and actually, like, not treated them like a fuck buddy. Actually, like, had the decency to be responsible. But for some, is that you have somebody that's not ready for a relationship. This person is not mature enough for a relationship and should develop themselves. And these are the people that easily want to have not just one relationship, but many. Something about Melanie. Your supporters greatly outnumber your detractors, my lovies. This one came in yesterday in the meditation I did for you last night. This one came in. So your supporters greatly outnumber your detractors. So for you, if you feel like someone is overwhelmingly sending you negative energies because of their own confusion, because of their own fucking maldita loca or maldito loco type energy, don't take it too personally, my lovies, because you got a bunch of people, including your sister friend, your spirit friends, and everybody else that's connecting to this. And not only that, but everybody else in your community that supports you. Your supporters greatly outnumber your detractors. Hold on to that. And they want to air out some dirty laundry with you. Your supporters want to air out some dirty laundry. Or for some of you, you could be helping your supporters air out some dirty laundry. Again, for some of you, you have, family members you're supporting, or a granddaughter or a grand person. I told you, it's not just in the physical plane. Encouragement from a loved one or your spirit guide. Aww, because you ain't never lie, my lovies. Encouragement from a loved one or a spirit guide. I told you the spirit realm also supports you. You're going to get acquitted, or someone's going to get acquitted, someone that's working late. You have to use the tension to manifest your destiny so that you can have some type of an engagement, especially when it comes to this daycare situation for some. They did not leave the door locked on purpose. They did not leave the door locked on purpose. So they didn't lock the door on purpose. Recovering from a toxic relationship. They didn't lock the door on purpose. This was a toxic way of having you come back. This was a spiritual attack. This is how the spirits are looking at it. By them trying to leave the door, they did not leave the door locked on purpose. They wanted to leave some type of an energetic entry level. Something was entry level. For some of you, someone may have wanted to try to put you in an entry level position, and it was just a toxic situation. This is what I'm getting for some. They tried to leave a door unlocked for you, but this was a toxic tie. They wanted to have some type of bind to your soul. I'm just a messenger here. You are recovering from this toxicity. For some of you, you're not worried about this. For some of you, there's a toxic ex or somebody that you dealt with. Not only do their spirit guides support you and their loved ones, but also the heavens, and the fact that you're healing from this. You know that I feel like you know this. You know that they were playing some type of weird energetic game. They did not leave the door locked on purpose. They wanted to leave they like to play the blame game, but they also like to act like they didn't know. There was a lot of gaslighting here, pretending like they didn't know what they were doing to you, pretending like things were just kind of nonchalant, like it wasn't a big deal, like ignoring you for a while and preying on you. They were preying on your soul. This was coming in. Anyways, moving on. There's disciplinary action here for them sleeping on you. I do feel like they're going to be charged back for this, or they already are. We got the manner. This person is not mature enough to be in some type of relationship and should develop themselves. Somebody who has a big house. They really will be missing you and look forward to seeing you in heaven. You will be losing contact with this person for some. Someone with license to carry. For some of you... Anyways, we got breast implants here. I am getting this child molestation thing came in earlier, but I didn't want to go into it. Remember? It came in earlier. I didn't want to go into it. 107.55. Someone with breast implants. They did not leave the door locked on purpose. There's disciplinary action for this person because someone was grooming a child. For some of you, you could have been dealing with an older person. This energy was present, I think, in the singles read, was it? Or was it in the couples read? It was in the couples read. Since someone was a child, someone with breast implants was grooming a child. There's disciplinary action for this. For some of you, she is a good woman and I hate it. The manner. For some of you, the age gap is helpful. Spirit's saying this one first. They will be held accountable. They really will be missing you and look forward to seeing you in heaven. I'm trying to also ignore this, but I have to say it because I keep ignoring certain things. For some of you, you kept ignoring certain things, and it's like the red flags became redder. 108.35 for some, the number 35 could be significant, but 108.53 was on the clock. So that's 8-8 energy. And with the 1 is technically another 8. 888 could be significant. You could be seeing a lot 888. They will be held accountable. I am getting suicide energy, my lovies. I'm just a messenger. You need to move forward and use attention to manifest destiny. For some of you, the age gap is helpful in a situation. When it comes to a researcher, water sign, maternity leave, they married them without telling them the truth about something. But the age gap is helpful, and someone is going to be miserable. They never expected you to catch them. You have excellent detective skills in a situation. Boom. All right, my lovies. Boom. That was a lot. That was a lot. What say you? I say true. 109.46, 10:10. For some of you, you have completed a cycle, but 109, and I'm getting in the 32, the ace of spades, 1 with the 9 of spades is an ending or a death. And 46 is a new beginning. Delays. 4, 6 choice, the lovers. But the choice, the lovers, can also bring in devil energy through the power of 6, because if you have another 1 with the 5 energy, that brings in a 15, which is the devil. I don't know. For somebody's going to take the coward's way out in a situation because they can't face what they've been doing. I'm just a messenger. I feel sick. It feels really sick. I told you the energies feel a little sick in the field. Because for somebody was also like, someone's actually like into magic. If you get it, you get it. For someone's a thug. I'm getting that song, baby, because I'm a thug. And you probably, for some of you, you may not have even known. And they like to do weird shit. And something about Home Alone. Someone could be a kidnapper for some. I'm just a messenger. They told you they were somewhere when they were really somewhere else. Someone super sneaky. They told you they were somewhere when they were really somewhere else. You barely know this person. For some of you, Cindy and Cynthia. There could be twins involved in a situation. For some of you, new love. For some of you, new love told you they were somewhere when they were somewhere else. They could have told you they went here when they really didn't. What the hell? 01 11 18. Is that a good start? 01 11 18. 01 11 18. That's 8888 if you multiply. Jesus. We got the full moon for some, and genes for some of you. The full moon and genes for some of you. Around the full moon, you can get pregnant, or you can get someone pregnant. Be cautious if you don't want to have someone nauseous. A lover for some of you, you can get a lover pregnant around the full moon. 6 figures for some of you, 6 figures and a lover. For some of you, will be meeting someone new around the full moon. That could be a lover to you, or someone that's going to be very lovely. 01 11 58. This person never drinks alcohol. For some of you, someone never drinks alcohol. Someone in your contact list or a contact to you who never drinks alcohol, who makes 6 figures. Exaggerated events to justify their overreacting. For some of you, someone is exaggerated. Something about Xavier. Exaggerated events to justify their overreacting. This is going to be a new person to you, or someone who is relatively new to you. They will be exaggerating events to overreact in a situation and get some type of standing ovation. The way it feels is you may want to ghost somebody after this. Like, someone may do something, but they almost want to do it on purpose so you can ghost them. What's wrong with this person? For some of you, you're talking to somebody and it's like they're going to exaggerate something. I think they're afraid. I don't know. They may be afraid of emotions, or they may be afraid because this is new love and it's a new contact. But they lied and said they went somewhere where they did not go. It's like they went on a trip, or they're going to go on a trip. We're going on a trip on our favorite rocket ship. Here we go with this shit. Someone's into some stuff, my lovies. And they're going to want to ghost you. Attempt to hire for some. I told you there was something about hiring for some, or getting hired at like an entry level thing because they don't want you to go anywhere. They want to kind of hold your soul in a position, and errors and omissions, and kind of try to like belittle you in a situation for some. But it's attempt to hire. It's up to you if you want it or not. it's complete. You're gonna complete a cycle. So for some of you, if you do get attempt to hire thing or someone around you, you will be able to complete, so that you can actually go from temp to a full manifester. Anyways, psychopath. For some of you dealing with a psychopath, this energy was present in the singles read. Deficient emotional response, a lack of empathy, and poor behavioral controls. Someone that was born in the 90s, or something that happened in the 90s. Someone was acquitted from a crime in the 90s, but they are psychopathic. Take that how it resonates. And you're going to find this out. They have all types of emotional blocks because of it. They could have been involved in something, but they got away with something. They could have like, it's almost like claiming they claimed Inga, something about Nzinga. Someone could have claimed, this could be a black man for some. Someone could have claimed insane in some type of, to get acquitted in a situation, anyways, or to get some type of different sentence. I don't know. They want to see you win. For somebody wants to see you win. Your granddaddy. Aww. I told you, my lovies, your granddad wants to see you win. So cute. He doesn't live a life of sin. For some of you, there are detectives involved in a situation. Excellent detective skills. We got a side gig or small business. Oh, my lovies, for some of you, a side gig or small business can become successful and your primary source of income. When I was getting Aries energy, I didn't want to go into it because I didn't want it to sound cliche. For some of you, stop doubting yourselves, my lovies. Like, just do it. Because the way it was coming in, it's like, I didn't want to go there because out of fear of sounding cliche. And I'm like, but that's what Spirit's giving me. Because some of you, during the delays, you should actually, like, I don't know, start making a business plan, or maybe even if you have extra cash, it's not that expensive, register your business, or start working on your website, or just take the freaking step, my lovies. Do it. Get to it. Start, if it's like a content thing, start creating content. If it's like, I don't know, sell somebody your product, get out there and market it. Market it to a friend. Market it to somebody. Someone wants to support you, and Spirit's saying you're supported by the heavens. A side gig or small business can become successful and primary source of income. For somebody needs to stop drinking so much. Someone's a drunk right now, though. For some, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Someone's a drunk. There's like, and maybe a little bit more for some. Anyways, their spouse had no idea. For some, the spouse had no idea. For some of you, you could do something and your spouse doesn't even know. Or maybe for some, I am getting for some, your spouse may be trying to like tell you what to do. But it's like, they have no clue. No offense to your spouse. But it's like, they're giving you bad advice. I'm just a messenger. And someone, here we go with this child with lice for some. For some, your children could be very susceptible to lice. But, or this is not the first time your child's had lice. They're going to have it again. Somebody wants to be your friend. But, something about Francesca. For some of you, I'm getting like it's funny because I'm seeing a painter in my mind's eye. For some of you, it's like you can sell your art. My lovies, do it, get to it. For some of you, if I've learned anything in this life, is that those that are closest to you are your biggest enemies. And not because they're your enemies, it's because they see you in a certain way and they want to justify seeing you in a certain way. You play a certain role in their mosaic, and sometimes the role that they cast you in may not be the healthiest for your divine purpose. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care if it's your husband. I don't care if it's your wife. Spirit is saying you have a gift. Get to it, my lovies. Start it. I don't know what it is, but start it. It came in earlier, but again, it's like the fear. There's fear there. You may ridiculize something, or you allow people to ridiculize like something you really have, a gift. For some of you, you have the gift of channeling, and you can turn it into art. And it's like you'll be giving prophecy via art. But it's like if you don't express it, Inca. I don't know. Look into Inca. Something about Inca chips, though. Anyways, their parents may... Ooh. For some of you, you have a best friend that's not really your best friend, but you've claimed this person for a while. Also, their parents, I'm feeling this is a best friend. For some of you, you're very embedded into your you almost call this best friend your sibling as well. I don't feel it, but you could do whatever you want, my lovies. Is totally up to you. Of course, you are going to do whatever you want. But their parents may seem like they like you, but they really don't like you. In their soul, they don't like you. And also, your partner's parents may seem like they like you too for some of you. Again, I'm just a messenger. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But their parents, for some of you, your partner's parents may seem like they like you. They don't like you. For some of you, you have a supposed best friend that you call a best friend that you've known for years and years that just lives in their fear. I'm getting a female that just lives in her fear. Her parents also, I don't care how much they pretend they love your children. I don't care how much they pretend they love you. These people in their soul, they don't like you. And that impacts your life. If you get it, you get it. It also impacts your wife. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Their parents may seem like they like you, but they don't like you, my lovies. They don't. And they're going to eventually air out the dirty laundry, or you need to air out dirty laundry, or there's going to be an explosion at some point anyways. Because this frustrating your soul to be in a lie. Pretend like somebody's your fucking best friend and they're not. And their family too. Anyways, for some of you, someone's daydreaming of you. Your father, for some of you, your father daydreams of you. That's funny. He ain't got no money. For some of you, your father could be going broke. And that's why he's daydreaming of you. Adjusting to your growth. Acquitted. For some of you, you are acquitted, or someone's acquitted. Or someone that is acquitted is adjusting to your growth. For some of you, circulation. Sleeping. For some of you, watching the circulation while you sleep, you could be falling asleep at weird angles. Or for some of you, I'm getting like, you know, that tingly sensation when you're sleeping on something you're not supposed to sleep on. This person wants what is best for all beings. For some of you, you want what is best for all beings or someone around you. And you are recovering from a toxic relationship. Or for some of you, you want what's best for all beings, despite the fact that you're recovering from a toxic relationship. It doesn't mean that just because you don't want to talk to somebody ever again, that you hate them. It's just, that's it. I just want what's best for you and what's best for me. And what's best for you and what's best for me is that we go our separate ways. Sometimes it'd be like that, my lovies. For some of you, this could be friendships. These could be family members. This could be old co-workers, ex-lovers, whatever it is, an undercover for some. This person wants what is best for all beings, and they are recovering from a toxic relationship. For some of you, a pretend best friend who also pretended like their parents loved you. I don't know. We got a balcony here. Maternity leave. For some of you, a balcony and maternity leave. For some of you, it could be chilling on your maternity leave or on your paternity leave. We got times 100, a researcher. For some of you, someone researches mathematics, or for some of you, someone could be a mathematician, or someone could be definitely in the sciences. I'm feeling the sciences very strong. We got a Polaroid, a picture, and some type of game show. For some of you, there's a game show and some type of picture. I'm getting a picture perfect family. For some of you, it's like going like, you know what it is? It's like playing like charades, and then something that's really escalated. That energy has been present of like a game night gone wrong type of thing. Anyways, and then you're gonna have to go to rehab. But for some, I do feel like someone like is a drunk or is like on drugs. Like it just feels really terrible. It really does. Like it makes me struggle with my mouth. Anyways, rehab and DSM-5. For some of you, someone can get some type of psychological treatment, maybe from an old condition. Take what resonates and leave. Errors and omissions. And housekeeping. Okay, so here, we'll do this because we're done, my lovies. 0122 40, because we have other things to do as well. We wanna do another zodiac read for you. We want to do, what else do we want to do for you? We want to do another zodiac read for you. Maybe a couple more. Maybe a few more if we can squeeze them in, and then we'll go from there, because that's what's fair, my lovies. Oh, we need to do the careers read. Someone's ignoring their intuition when it comes to somebody saying that they're traveling for work. Someone's ignoring their intuition when it comes to saying that somebody is traveling from work. When they travel from work, someone could be traveling, like when they travel back from work, you could be ignoring, or someone is ignoring someone's intuition. When someone says, I'm traveling back from work, like where they stop when they're traveling back from work. because something has to do with a child or children. We did see that grooming a child for some. We got an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. We got privilege, working late. For some of you, there's an issue after work. There is an issue after work for somebody. What is this? They're trying to confuse you with clever wording. For some of you, someone's trying to confuse you by saying they're going to change daycares. There's an issue. It's almost like, you know what Spirit's giving us? It's like someone's like, oh no, they want to change the daycare to be closer to something. So that way it doesn't look so suspicious when they're traveling. Something, oh my God, someone's playing some stupid ass games. This is why they don't belong in some type of connection or in a relationship. It's like, I want to take the baby or the child to this daycare, and I'll pick them up after work. And it's just more convenient for me because X, Y, or Z. But little do you know that they're making a pit stop somewhere else. And this is really crazy. Some people really go far in their delusions and their lies. This is too much energy. It really, for me, this is way too much. They tried to sabotage your connection out of envy. For some of you, someone tried to sabotage your connection out of envy. I get this one all the time. Isn't that funny? And they love the way you work. They love what you do for your work. And so they try to sabotage you out of envy because they love what you do for your work. Someone Mac that wears a lot of makeup, or Mac that has a Mac. I'm getting a Mac or a PC. Someone has Mac and PC. Hormones. Misery. Their hormones are making them miserable. I told you, for some, there's anger and frustration in someone's energy field. A white Mercedes could be significant for some. We got an air sign, a Libra. I am getting a Virgo, but that's not an air sign. A Libra, but a Virgo for some. A Libra, not a Pisces wants to come in too. Something about Juana. Something about Mama Juana. A Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Air signs. Who is getting engaged, a Libra, or for some of you, you're getting engaged during, what would be, Gemini is the next one. That energy's been present. Engagements in June. Check out the couples read. For some that are actually in like a healthy couple. Went to see a practitioner. Check out the couples read. For those that are in a healthy couple, because for some in the couples read, this also came out. Went to see a practitioner to put a curse on their partner, because for some are just in an imaginary Delulu relationship. It's based on lies and manipulation. Someone who has a license to carry, or for some of you, you are married, or someone, your partner, for some of you, you could have a license to carry and your partner went to see a practitioner to put a curse on you. For others, someone has a license to carry and they went to see a practitioner. I feel like more it's that way. Spirit saying is this to this. It's someone wants to put a curse, a partner, someone that you consider your significant other. Something about Sonia. Something about Bostonia. Someone that you consider your significant other went to put a curse on you because they need the illusion to continue that this is a happy home. It's not. An air sign. They were mean to someone who was kind to them and blamed the victim. For some of you, this could be a manipulator who was mean to someone that was kind to them, and then they blamed the victim to make themselves look good, because we did see that somebody's looking for someone to make look bad so they could look good. I don't know why they thought this was okay. And this person is not mature enough for a relationship and should actually develop themselves, but they insist on doing all types of manipulation to stay in a shithole and lie. For me, if you got to go do curse work on someone for them to stay with you, it's a lie. They should ask for more child support. For somebody should ask for more child support. They married them without telling them the truth about the things that weren't clear. For some of you, someone married without knowing all of the details that they needed in order to make this work. The truth. Jesus. Nail tech, or someone that works in some type of technician. They are all on your team. For some of you, someone is all on your team. For some of you, a veteran. We did feel that someone in some type of like military or something. A veteran. Your supporters greatly outnumber your detractors. For a veteran, your supporters greatly outnumber your detractors when it comes to a situation. For some of you, someone could be going through a messy separation, or they're about to, and just know that here we go with the this jealous Jalissa. Just know something about Joseph. Just know that you are supported, despite the fact that maybe, because I am getting like, for some, I'm not getting into like a supporters greatly outnumber the detractors in like just in general. I'm getting like in a situation people are picking sides, and you may feel overwhelmed because you may have a messy person that even fucking plays with hex work, trying to manipulate a narrative, and you need to know that you have great support in this situation. For a veteran, take that how it resonates. We got a plan B, encouragement. You have encouragement from a loved one or a spirit guide when it comes to plan B. So you do have to back out of some contract for some and go with like a different plan. Plan A, plan B, whatever. Legal and a big fan. For some of you, got a big fan. For some of you, a legal situation and disciplinary action for some. For some of you, someone's trying to do something to cause a reaction. For some of you, someone in a work situation is trying to do something to cause a reaction. Or in some type of, so they want to keep you in limbo. Fortune 500 in some type of company for some. Someone with breast implants, they want to get a reaction out of you. Yana or Jaina. Trading commodities which do not exist. This came in yesterday's reading. Was it in yesterday's reading? It was either yesterday or the day before. Trading commodities, white collar crimes. It was actually in the preliminary too. Trading commodities which do not exist, white collar crimes for some. Use the tension to manifest destiny. Get the hell out of that hellhole, my lovies, because for some of you, someone, just the way that they, again, I had this beautiful conversation with somebody on Saturday, and this person was talking to me about her friends. And I'm like, my lovey, in this realm, there are no such thing as friends. And these people in particular are definitely no friend. Not to you, not to themselves, not to anybody. And if you bully people with these people, easily you're going to go and do it somewhere else. You're going to go and be in a coven somewhere else and become cliquey and be a bully to somewhere else, to someone else somewhere else, even to your supposed best friend. Why? Because you would do it to one person, you would do it to anyone. They go out of their way for their partner. The manner, for some of you, someone in a home is going to go out of their way for their partner. For some of you, I'm getting someone in a nursing home who goes out of the way for their partner. I'm getting like Noah type story. I'm getting like The Notebook, like two people that could age together and they want to die together, and someone really goes out of their way for their partner. I'm seeing a black Lexus. I saw a black Lexus for some. You got mineral rights and excellent detective skills. For some of you, somebody was investigating something when it has to do with mineral rights. I keep getting this one. I keep getting this one in my readings. And it comes out in your preliminary. For some of you, and for your sister friend too, apparently. You're ready, my lovies. It's time to find a partner. Pray to God. I've been praying. I'm like, my lovies, what do you mean it's time to find a partner? So send me the right person. Like, what does it mean it's time to find a partner? For some of you, there may be also time to find a partner. And like, if you're working, maybe it's a work thing for some, but for some of you, I am feeling a love thing, especially because there's new love in the field for some. It's time to find a partner, my lovey. Spirit saying you're ready. You are ready. You've done the work. You're not a jerk. You're ready. They really will be missing you and look forward to seeing you in heaven. For some of you, this may cause somebody to have some type of dumb thoughts. I hope that they find their peace and not be crazy. But for some of you, you are not going to be seeing your past anymore, and it's time to find a partner. They started a fight for no reason, and then they blamed you. She is a good woman, and I hate it. They started a fight because you're a good woman, or someone's a good woman, and they hate it, my lovies, and they didn't know how to fucking treat you. They didn't want to change. They just wanted to be strange and deranged, and so you gotta let them be strange and deranged. Anyways, you're favored by fortune, my lovies. For some of you, someone was grooming a child that is favored by fortune. Shit. That's not a good idea. The miner who continues to work will find a diamond, because for some of you, you've been mining within yourself. And so you found the diamond. And that's why you're ready for everything Spirit wants to give to you. The age gap is helpful for some of you. You could be dating someone that's like in programming or blockchain, because I am getting like the miner as in like mining, like data mining. The age gap is helpful. So if there is an age gap, it is helpful. It actually, if there's a different type of gap, for example, if if like that multicultural couple has been very present. For some of you, somebody's missing a front tooth. The age gap is helpful, but also maybe the different cultural backgrounds are helpful in this situation for some. Maybe the financial status difference is helpful. Maybe the religious background difference is helpful. Whatever difference, because I'm getting it in like, for some of you, you could be very different than your significant other that spirit has brought to you. Like, you could have different belief systems. You can have different, religious systems. You can have different, maybe even very different culture. Maybe someone was born in another country. Maybe everything is helpful. It just feels all good. It just feels really good. For some of you, you're dating someone or you're about to date someone that it's like, it's not your usual type, and spirit made it like that for a reason. Because maybe for some of you, you had a programming where your usual type was a fucking demon. I'm just a messenger. I get it, my lovey's been there. Been there, my lovey's been there. But it's like the demons within that you manifest outside yourself. You don't accept what spirit, do you get me? You had to be prepared. It's okay. The curse was actually a blessing. I get this one all the time too. The curse was actually a blessing. Ta-da! Spirit ain't gonna let nobody stress you. Nobody curse you. It's for you. It's the work you're supposed to do. Whatever they do is their karma. Whatever you do is your karma. The curse was actually a blessing. A person born with a penis who cut it off. For some of you, this energy came in a preliminary. For some of you, you have somebody that was born with a penis who cut it off or who wants to cut it off. They cursed you, but this curse, Spirit saying, is a blessing. This wasn't a preliminary. I forgot when, but anyways. They were also going to pretend they wanted to be your friend. They wanted to silence you. Gag order to ride somebody else's coattails. Or they were silencing somebody to ride somebody's coattails. But somebody wanted to sacrifice your energy so that they could also... they've sacrificed the son. Somebody sacrificed their son they sacrificed their son of having a father. This is what's coming in. This is a sign. I'm just a messenger. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies. And they never expected you to catch them, but you caught them. It's a sign. They never expected for you to catch them, or they never expected for anyone to catch them. Somebody's really cocky and a liar. But for some reason, people see this person as honest and brave. Again, I'm getting a few different energies when it comes to these things. Chastity. They tried to say that you were a whore or something. I don't know. Or they try to say they're chaste. I don't know. You need you're getting a well-deserved vacation. For some of you, someone's going to get a well-deserved vacation. And maybe for some of you, you're going to drop some type of, I don't know. Anyways, a situationship for some. A friendship that doesn't serve you. With a best friend who's not a best friend. Who's actually a liar and will put out a hit for you. Because they want your fucking accolades or they want something from you. I don't know. Someone's a nut job for some. They will be held accountable no matter what. When it comes to utilizing you or taking advantage of you, I feel like somebody that wanted to for some of you, you could be well off and there was a best friend who wanted to take you for your money. Here we go with this shit because you know what? Because you're selfless. And this person knew this. So this is the type of person, they thought that this energy came in a few months ago and it's coming back in. It's the name Chris is coming in. Something about Christina. It's something about Tina. Something about Thompson. Something about Thornton. Something about Thornton, Massachusetts. Something about Wilmington, something about Wilson. This person wanted you to be bound to them. And it's they thought maybe they could be your lady friend. Someone got money because someone has money out the wazoo. That's how this person, someone says money out the wazoo or something about the out the wazoo. Tell me when I ever used that. Again, I'm a channeler, my lovies. Somebody wanted to dispose. They wanted to dispose. We'll take care of it. A truck is going by, a trash truck. Oh my gosh. This person gets a lot of throat infections or they get sick a lot. My throat is bothering me. They lose their voice a lot. I wonder why. Because they fucking lie all the time. Legislature for some. Your family members cannot be trusted. I get this one all the fucking time. in my personal readings, but this also just coming in the preliminary for you too, my lovies. Your family members cannot be trusted when it comes to legislature or something that has to do with the law for some. Your family members cannot be trusted. We also have an ex-friend involved in a situation. I told you for some, there's an ex-friend who's not really your friend, or someone's going to be your ex-friend. A water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, who's infertile now because of some shit they did to themselves. And they're going through some type of vocational training, or you're going to go through some vocational training for some. What else? A supportive family who support the healing of generational trauma. For some of you, you could have a recomposed family, or you could have your soul family online. It came in with the online. So for some of you, you have an online community who really support the healing of a generational trauma. My right ear is ringing. Someone's always looking for the tea for some. That's why my right ear is ringing. Someone is always gossiping. The name Alexis is coming in, and they like to play with hex work. I told you for some, there's hex work in the field. Hex. They like to play with hex, and they do sex. They like to, they want to stomp you. Something about stompers. They play with hex work, and it's all based on lust. They play on your sexual energy for some. We got a Leo here. For some of you, a Leo could be involved in a situation or something that could have started in August. I am getting August, a Leo in August. I'm getting October 10th for some. I'm getting October 11th. I'm getting October 27th. I am getting August 10th. I'm getting August 7th. I'm getting August 8th. I'm getting July 27th. So a Leo, July to something about season. Here we go with this, the 4 seasons for some. Anyways, we got your constitutional rights for a hard worker. You have to, your constitutional rights, my lovies. Child endangerment. For some of you, there's an issue with a Leo and a child. Take that how it resonates. It's been present for, like, someone's really a mess. They really are. They think it's inexpensive. They think they can do whatever they want because, someone's an aunt, or an aunt is involved in a situation for some. Anyways, we got G, H, and I. I was getting the name Gladys for some. It is time to go on your own, especially when it comes to your artwork for some, or creating your own business, or being codependent on fake relationships that aren't real. You've been known that. It's time to heal. I feel like I'm talking to like a sister. A confident speaker who is sincere, because you're a confident speaker who is sincere. For a confident speaker who is sincere, multi-million, but for some of you, this is very tied to your money. I told you, for some of you, someone's really paid. Someone has a lot of money, but somebody wants you at 0. They're trying to take your spotlight. For some of you, there's a sister that's trying to weasel her way in to take your spotlight. She wants to offer you a dirty dress. Multiple businesses, and to use her address, multiple businesses. They behave very differently when they are with their friends. For some of you, you have a fake sister or a fake friend who behaves very differently when they're with their friends, and they failed the test of loyalty. They failed the test when it came to love. When the love of power overcomes the power of love, then we'll have you talk more bullshit and not believe anything because your heart is reckless. We got your suffering was not in vain. Your suffering was not in vain, especially when it came to fake sisters. For some of you, we have major success. You are a major success in the bank, online school. For some of you, have some type of online school, or you're going to school online. Again, I do feel for some of you something, a DILF for some. There's a dad that someone would like to F, who's unique. Okay, boom. And your obliques are on fleek for some. You got an X5. For some of you, there's a beamer involved in a situation, an X5. But someone, times 5 for some. LTD, long-term disability. I am also getting a lease for some reason. Short-term incentives for some. For some of you, why long-term disability? A teenage girl. For some of you, you can have a child who is having issues. I wanted to ignore it earlier. You can have a child, a daughter who's going to have some issues. For some of you, there's a pervert around a child. Vocational training. For some of you, I am getting like rehabilitation for a child though, that has some type of like a physical impairment. This person respects themselves and will not settle. For some of you, you are respectful of yourself. You will not settle, or someone around you. You are taking on a challenge for some. You want to do something different in your life. When it comes to China, a Chinese person could be involved in a situation, or you could be going to China. I am also getting fine China, like creating fine China for some, especially if you're artistic. We got crooked leadership, of course. We got crooked leadership for some. And some type of model is involved in a situation. All right, my lovies. I think that was good. Your sister friend 14411. 14411. You were sent from heaven, my lovies. Your sister friend is wants to take a little break now. Because now energetically, like, I feel a little tired, especially after that really sinister energy comes. Someone has a really a nasty friend. Like, this person is really nuts. They really are. They really are. They would really go far to get that money. They really would. They really would. They act like they're from the hood. I don't know. This person could be really gangster, but they also want to be really intelligent. This person is like, again, for some, the way that this person's arrogant. They think it's like someone cut their penis off, and they actually think like they know more than women. Like, they are actually like, but it's just like, it's all a hoax. It's all a hoax. It's kind of crazy. It really is. I'm just a messenger. For some, there's somebody that did that that's very sincere. For others, there's someone who did that, and your brothers are kind of like worried too. I don't know, my lovies. I would follow the red flags. There's a red flag about a friend. The name Chris keeps coming in. Christina. Something about Tina. Something about Tina Thompson. Here we go with this Thompson. Who's Thompson, my lovies? Anyways. Stay well. Wow. Wowzers. That energy's heavy. This person carries... Again, you guys live in these energies. So when I feel heavy energies, for me, it's like, wow, holy cow. These energies slowly kill you. I hope you get that, my lovies. These energies slowly kill you. That's why it's better to live in your truth, because these energies slowly deplete you and kill you. You could last a really long time on this planet if you wanted to. Healthy. But you got to purge from these energies. It's like an exorcism. I'm just a messenger. Anyways, my lovey, stay well. Stay absolutely well. Something about, here we go with this beef Wellington energy. Somebody really likes beef Wellington because your sister friend loves you. It was gone for a while, but it's back, my lovies. Oh, my lovies, welcome back. Your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends love you and adore you. Wise consumers of tarot readings loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends love you and adore you. Loves you and adores you, your spirit friends, and your sister friend, and your spirit friends, and your sister friend. In love always, in love always, in love always, and forever, homies.